Hello everyone, in this particular video we will be learning about ATM machine. So today we will be solving and learning to do this particular part of the video. Okay, so here we are going to be learning how to create an ATM machine in C programming. Very first thing, as you can see I have already implemented it. I will help you give a quick walkthrough over the code as well as help you run what we have done. First thing is hash includes stdio of it. It is a preprocessor directive. It instructs the compiler to run the preprocessor before compilation. Include is a keyword that tells the preprocessor to include the contents of the specific file, and stdio.h is a standard input-output header file. It provides core input-output functionality. The comments are added in the code for your better understanding. Hash is a preprocessor directive, and stdlibrary.h is a standard library header. It provides functions like malloc, free, exit, and system. String.h is basically a header file that provides string manipulation function like strcopy, strcomp, and strlength. We create a struct account. Struct is a keyword to define a structure, a custom user-defined data type in C. Account is the name of the structure, and the curly brackets define the body of the structure containing numeral member variables. You can see we have created an array of 50 characters to store the name of the string. It is of character data type, and the variable is of integer data type which store a 4-digit personal identification number. After that, we create a floating balance variable which stores the monetary balance of the particular account. The create account is a function that creates a user account. It is of void type indicating no value is returned. It is just used for printing purpose. At the same time, there are no parameters which are accepted by this function. We create a variable ACC of type struct account. We declare a file pointer of the type file to handle file operations. We prompt the user to enter its name, and we take the input and store it in account.name. Same way, we prompt the user to set a 4-digit PIN, and we read the integer and store it in the account PIN. At the same time, we are going to enter initial deposit, whatever money we are going to distribute and deposit in our bank account, and we read the float value and store it in account.balance. We open the file account.txt in write mode. So using fopen, we write account.txt in a write mode, as you can see using W. If the file failed to open, then we can print that okay, there is some error print opening the file, other than simply return. Otherwise, if there is no error, then we can write the account structure into the file in binary format. There is an option called fwrite, which writes account to the file. Size of the account is bytes and there is only one item. Okay, and we can close the file. So in short, if the file failed to open, then print the error message. Otherwise, write the particular account to the file and close the particular file. Okay, and later we can print a confirmation message that account is created successfully. Now we are going to call the read account struct where our account is there. Now we open the file in the read mode, and if the file does not exist, we always handle that no account found. Please create one first. Otherwise, we read the binary data from file into the account and close the file after reading. We indicate 1, we return 1 to indicate success of reading the particular file. There is a method called check balance which declares a variable to hold the account data as well as a variable to store the user print. Now, if the read account fails, we simply exit. Otherwise, we enter the PIN and we check whether the PIN entered is correct with the already stored PIN. If it is, then the balance is printed on the screen. Otherwise, we can give a print message called incorrect PIN. We can notify that. We can deposit the money in the bank account. It is a void type. That means it does not return anything. It only helps in depositing money and updating the balance. Here we have a struct to us or a structure to store the account data. We have a user entered PIN and we have an amount to deposit. If the account does not exist, we can return. Otherwise, we read the PIN, validate the PIN, read the deposit amount and update it in the balance. After that, we open the file to overwrite it with the new balance because in the file the structure, there is an old balance account written there. We overwrite it with a new balance and update the account and close the file. And we can print a message that, okay, confirmation message amount deposited successfully. Otherwise, we can print that invalid PIN message if the PIN is incorrect. We can also withdraw the money. So every time I need a variable to store the account info and the PIN and the amount I'm going to withdraw. If the account does not exist, then we can exit. Otherwise, read the PIN and check if the PIN matches with the already stored PIN. Get the amount which you want to withdraw. You have to ensure that if there is 600 rupees in your account, you can withdraw at most 600 rupees. You cannot go more than that. So we check for insufficient funds. If there is, then we simply say insufficient funds. How we can check that? If the given amount I entered is more than the balance of my account. Otherwise, we subtract the given amount and we open the file, update the given struct or the structure, and then close the file. What do we update? We update the new balance. Okay. If the pin is incorrect, we simply print incorrect pin. From the main method, we have a choice variable. What does the choice variable is? So while one, it is an infinite loop to keep showing that menu until the user exists. Okay, user exists and until it does not exist. We welcome a print of simple ATM. We have options of creating account, balance, depositing money, withdrawing money, and exiting. We choose any option. We can choose any of them. So let's say I choose one, then I create the account. Otherwise, I check balance. You can see for option 3, I deposit money. For option 4, I withdraw the money. For option 5, thank you for using ATM. Goodbye. The default giver is invalid choice. Print again. Let's run it and do some sort of dry run of it. So you can see we welcome the simple ATM, create account, check balance, deposit money. So I create account, let's call it my name Kanha, my pin is 1212. Let's say initial balance is 1111 rupees I entered. Now I can check the balance. I have to enter the pin because every time it checks, so 1212. You can see the money print, it's 1111. We can withdraw money. Let's say I enter option 3. First, I can deposit money. Let's say I first enter the PIN and I want to deposit 500 rupees. I have deposited. Now, amount deposited successfully. The new balance is 16,011 rupees. Okay, 1611 rupees or 1611 rupees. We can also withdraw money. Let's say I withdraw after entering the PIN 500 rupees. So what happens? The new balance is updated to 1111 rupees. I can exit as well. Like, okay, I have checked all the option. I can exit. When I exit, thank you for using the ATM service. Goodbye. That's it for this particular video. Take care. Bye bye. See you guys in the next video.